It's a new year, the night is dark and full of terrors, and also full of me, who happens to be quite full of himself. I'm fiction author Scott Sigler, and welcome to Monstrosity, the place to be for news and updates in the world of sci-fi, horror, and fantasy. As reported by the awesome Charlie J. Nanders at io9.com, it turns out that genre megamonger J.J. Abrams passed on a chance to direct the 7th Star Wars flick. Disney paid $4.2 billion for the Star Wars franchise and got right to work finding scriptwriters and directors to force more movies upon us. See what I did there? Abrams opted out of any discussion early due to his loyalty to the Star Trek franchise, which he is currently directing Star Trek Into Darkness. Quote, "There were very early conversations, and I quickly said that because of my loyalty to Star Trek and also just being a fan, I wouldn't even want to be involved in the next version of those things. I'd rather be in the audience not knowing what was coming rather than being involved in the minutia of making them." End quote. Just another salvo in the nerd world's version of Jets versus Sharks, because what we all need is for cosplay geeks to have something else to argue about at cons. What could be the next big cult film hits theaters on January 25th. John Dies at the End is based on the book of the same name, written by crack columnist David Wong. The book started out as a web serial in 2001, where it became an internet phenomenon, then was out in paperback from Permuted Press in 2007, then in hardcover by Thomas Dune Books in 2008, and is now a movie starring Chase Williamson, Rob Mays, Paul Giamatti, and one of my favorite actors, Clancy Brown. There can be only one! It's directed by Phantasm and Bubba Hotep director Don Coscarelli. John Dies at the End is about a drug called soy sauce that promises an out-of-body experience with each hit. Users drift across time and dimension, but some who come back are no longer human. Suddenly, a silent, otherworldly invasion is underway, and mankind needs a hero. We'll have the full trailer for John Dies at the end of this episode, but for now, here's 8 seconds of some seriously monster meat. John Dies at the End is available right now as an on-demand movie through iTunes, Amazon, Xbox, and more. Monstrosity has added its very own movie critic. Scott Weinberg writes about film for Geek Nation, Twitch, FearNet, and Movies.com. He tweets, he writes, he likes cats. Scott's movie pick this week is a DVD that might have slipped past your upturned nose. Dread, which is out on DVD and Blu-ray on January 8th, it may not have made much of a splash at the box office, but those who like badass sci-fi that's both futuristic and rather simplistic found a lot to like in Pete Travis's comic book adaptation. Cut from the same cloth as Rio Bravo, Assault on Precinct 13, and the recent ass kicker The Raid, Dread is about a building full of criminal scumbags who want nothing more than to kill a pair of law enforcement officers. One is a rookie with a mild case of ESP. The other, played by genre superstar Carl Urban, is a grizzled veteran who kicks so much ass it's almost funny. Those of us who have painful memories of the Sylvester Stallone rendition of Judge Dredd might be a little skeptical, but this darkly amusing and wildly energetic adaptation is destined to find tons of fans once it hits DVD and Blu-ray. That's it for this episode of Monstrosity. Got a story you want to see? Email scott@scottsigler.net. Until next time, I'm Scott Sigler, and buy my books or I'll talk to you in my real voice.
When I kill your brother, I talk! Just wait!
Here's that trailer for John Dies at the End, and go get your geek on.
Someday you will face the unimaginable. It is physically impossible to avoid it.
You got my attention, Mr. Wong.
This black stuff, this sauce.
You can see things you shouldn't be able to.
If I show you what's in this container, you'll never feel at one with the human race.
I realized all at once. My one chance to save the universe lay inside this bottle.
It be opening doors to other worlds, man.
What is that stuff, John?
The soy sauce? That stuff. I'm remembering things that haven't happened yet.
We were chosen by the soy sauce.
So you guys are what? Some kind of spiritualist exorcists?
It's something like that.
The director of Phantasm and Bubba Hotep.
I suppose you are wondering where you are.
I'm gonna guess we're in an alternate universe of some kind.
Warns you to brandish your weapons.
Can I buy you a beer?
Lock your doors.
What the?
That's the axe that slayed me.
And stay away
Ooh.
from red meat.
Right?
But whatever you do, don't spoil the ending.
Suppose you're wondering why I'm here.
I suppose you're wondering what I'm doing with this can of gasoline.
John dies at the end.
Dave, this is John. Where are you right now?
Where are you? Heaven?
Is there any way that you can steal my body?
What?